Welcome back. Still working? Still working? No. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Now it's working. No, not yet. Hello. No, this one's not. I'll turn it off now. Now it's working. Okay, that's better. So welcome back. I had sort of plans to talk about meditation on breathing, but the several people that came to me and talked about hindrances in feeling joy. And so I think I'll change my mind and we'll change the order and talk about hindrances a little bit first. So there's all kinds of hindrances that come up when you meditate, and I think you all know that. All kinds of thoughts, all kinds of desires, ill will, things that happened in the past, things that you want in the future, sleepiness, doubt, anything. So I especially want to talk about like emotions that come up, things that block us from wanting to feel this this joy in ourselves, and not allowing us to feel the joy, or just getting bored, or things like that. And what can we do with all these emotions? One of the most helpful methods that I've seen was, I don't have a blackboard, like Thich Nhat Hanh always used the blackboard to write on. So I find it a bit difficult to explain this without drawing it, but just imagine a circle. And in that circle in the middle, there's a horizontal line, or sort of wavy line, if you want. And the top of that circle, so this is just a model, right? It's not how it really is, it's just a way of explaining. And the top of the circle represents your conscious, right? That's what you're aware of. And at the bottom, that's your subconscious, with all the things all the potential seeds you have in there. You have everything in there. You have potential seeds of anger. You have potential seeds of love. You have potential seeds of all kinds of desire, of cruelty, or anything that can come up in the mind. And occasionally it does, if it gets triggered. And when it gets triggered, it comes up into this conscious awareness. And then one of two things usually happen. We either fall together with it, and then it completely overwhelms us. We can't think about anything else. We can only think about this person that said this, and how could they, and I'm going to tell them off next time I see them, or about the desire for something that we really want, and just think about that all the time. Several people have told me over the years that they had retreats where all they would think about is like, what am I going to eat after the retreat? Especially chocolate, for some reason. Chocolate seems to be a big one in this one. But that's like when we fall together with it. The other option is that we repress it. Oh no, I'm a good Buddhist, I never get angry. I am so cool. I don't have this. The anger comes up here, no, that's not me. I just repress it. And that doesn't work either, because in both cases, you feed the seed. In this case, anger, you feed the seed of anger, and it becomes actually bigger in your subconscious, and the next time it comes up with a vengeance, it just explodes, right? So there is a middle way, and that middle way is called mindfulness. Mindfulness and kindness. Actually, mindfulness without kindness is not really mindfulness. Yeah, of course, like I see our cat sometimes sitting by a mouse hole, very, very aware, very focused, doesn't pay attention to anything else. But that's not mindfulness. That's, well, you can call it wrong mindfulness if you want to, but that's not what we're talking about in a Buddhist sense. In a Buddhist sense, there's always this kindness with it. So it's not concentration either. It's just, yeah, being kind with whatever there is. So in this case also, you have these other seeds, mindfulness and kindness inside of you as well. Next to all negative seeds, desire and ill will, all these other seeds exist as well. So what you can do, the middle way, is to bring up that loving kindness, that mindfulness, and keep that seed, that anger that has come up, that desire that has come up, keep that company. As if it's not like this anger, that's not who you are. It's only a little part of you. Just like desire, it's not who you are, it's only a part of you. You also have these other parts, the parts of mindfulness and kindness. And you can keep that company, you can stay with that. It's a bit like saying hello to it. Say like, hello anger, I know you're there. You have a very good reason to be. There are causes and conditions that have created this anger, that have brought up this anger. It's okay, but I'm just going to keep you company with this love and kindness. And of course, anger and love and kindness, it just melts the anger. And after a while, you notice that if you do this often enough, that your anger doesn't come up so much. It still comes up occasionally, and then it's just not so strong anymore. And it becomes less and less and less. It's a bit like Ajahn Brahmali said this morning, is you've got this super tanker, you want to turn it, it doesn't go very quick. But slowly, you notice it slows down, and it slowly starts to turn. So each time that you do this, each time this anger comes up, you actually have a gift. It's giving you a gift, it's giving you a chance to stay with that, and to look at it, and to be with it. It's a bit like if you're sitting in meditation, for instance, and there's a knock on the door, and there is the telephone ringing, and the first reaction is, I'm meditating. I'm not going to open this door, I'm not going to answer the phone. And then the knocking on the door becomes more and more incessant. And then you hear the voice of your friend through the door. Please help, please open up, I need to talk to you. Now at that point, you still say, go away, I'm meditating. No, you don't. You're not that cruel, because what are you doing if you're like, that's cruelty towards your friend. So, no, you get up, you open the door, and your friend is standing there, and your friend has this problem that they want to talk to you about. And he said, come in, have a cup of tea. How can I help you? And most of the time, it's just sufficient to sit there and to listen to their problem, just to listen to them. You don't have to give them advice, but just listen. Whatever they have to tell you. And that's exactly the same what you do with this other part of you, with these hindrances when they come up, is to hold it, with this loving kindness, hold that space. I think that's a very American expression, holding the space, but I found it a really beautiful expression. It's being with this part of you that wants your attention right now, and then it becomes slowly smaller and smaller. You don't allow it to go off thinking about whatever happened, but you try and stay with it. Now, how can you really stay with that without constantly starting to think about that person that made you angry, or the situation, or whatever, or the desire for chocolate? Or you can do that by looking at what else there is. The emotion itself is one thing, but every emotion has a corresponding feeling in the body somewhere. So find that feeling. That's easier to stay with. And quite often there's also other things. Of course, there's the memory. And quite often there's also some kind of vision that you have with that. Not everybody has that, but for instance, if I give an example, if I have something like from my own life, anxiety that came up, and then I noticed that a lot in my throat. It's like somebody is sort of grabbing my throat and squeezing it. That's how it feels like. But then when I close my eyes and focus on that feeling, it looks a bit like this black cloud, kind of. I have this sort of image with it, because I'm a very visual person. I get images with these things. Not everybody has that. Maybe you have like some sound that belongs with it or something. And in itself, that doesn't mean anything. But staying with these signs is much easier than thinking about the emotion, because that quickly gets you to being overwhelmed if you focus too much on the emotion. So just stay with that and go, okay, I love you. I know you're there for good reasons. There's causes and conditions why you're there, and that's okay. Just investigate how it looks like you're a scientist investigating what is this really. And then after a while, you notice it starts to change in some way. It might even become a little bit bigger first. But at some point, it will become smaller, it will change, it will not be so overwhelming anymore, and it will slowly disappear. And it might come up some other time again, and then you just do the same thing. And until at some point, while you're doing this, you get this aha moment. That's what it tells you in secret of where it comes from, what the causes are, why it's there, and then you can just let it go. It's like, oh, I don't need this. All these causes and conditions, they come from something we have learned in our life in order to protect ourselves. It's almost instinctual kind of way of protecting this being, and not always is it any more useful right now. It might have been useful as a child, might have been useful in a previous life, whenever, but now it still comes up when it's triggered, and that might not be a good time for it. It might actually hinder you right now. So at some point, something will tell you, oh, I can let go now. It's okay. I don't need this anymore. So that's something I want to focus a bit on this session. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say about it. Because practice is always the key to success. You have to just keep on practicing. Right. So let's start. Sit comfortably again. And then again, first relax the body by scanning the body. Being kind, asking your legs, how are you? Can I help you? I love you. And slowly moving up the rest of your body. Looking at each part and relaxing it. Until you reach your face. Pay some special attention to all the muscles in your face. Your forehead. Just relax all those muscles around the eyes, around the ears, around the nose, around the mouth, the cheeks, the chin. Just relax. Water is flowing off you. And when you feel more relaxed, take a few long, deep breaths. And with every out breath, just sink a little bit more into the cushion. When you're ready, just go inside and see what sensations you feel in your body. Which sensation wants your attention most? What does that sensation feel like? Where is it in your body? Try to describe it to yourself. It doesn't have to be accurate. What does it look like or sound like? Whatever comes up is fine. Just let it know that you've seen it. Welcome it. Ask it if it's okay that you keep it company for a little while. It's loving kindness, mindfulness. Just don't force anything. If it feels too intense, then just don't. Just do something else, some other meditation. Just don't do anything, just keep it company, stay with it. Don't try to make it change. Just keep it loving kindness and gentleness. It's your best friend who's having some troubles, who's coming to you for help. And while you're doing this, it's possible that another sensation comes up or another emotion that has an opinion about that first one. That says, oh, I'm not supposed to have that. I don't like that. Anything. And just stay with that one for a little while. Your job is just to be there in this environment and to listen, not to judge, and just to welcome whatever is there, observe it, understand it, or learn to understand it, to listen what it's trying to tell you. When thoughts come into the mind, just see where that resonates with the body too. Maybe there's some tension somewhere to do with that thought. Whatever comes up, just stay with it. Let it know that you've seen it. Just stay with it. Just accepting it just the way it is. And just observe, don't do anything, just watch, hold the space, whatever comes up, whatever feelings you have in your body. Just be there with them as good friends. Now paying attention to the feelings of the body, not all the thoughts that go with the same emotions. Stay in the present moment. Stay inside. It's much easier that way. Don't let yourself be carried to the past, to the future. Stay right here. Just observe what is happening right here. When you're nearing the end of the meditation, so you can just continue on if you want to. If you want to come out and thank all those spots that have shown themselves to you, thank them for showing themselves, for being safe enough to be with you, for everything that you have done for you. And then reflect back for a few minutes on how this meditation went for you, what worked and what didn't work. Just take your time. You will ring the gong 3 times. And if you want, then afterwards you can come out of the meditation. Or not, whatever you want. Just stay in the present moment.